So this is the mortgage calculator. This will help us understand our budget. Let's say that you're buying a place for 2 million shekels, you're borrowing 75% mortgage, which is 1.5 million shekels. Here's how you calculate what your monthly payment will be for that amount. We start by filling out the lines. This section here is the way the amortization table is calculated. I suggest not making any changes here unless you know what you're doing, and then go ahead. Maslul is the type of mortgage. In Israel, we have several sections. Prime, which is linked to the Bank of Israel rate. Makam, which varies every year. Mishtana Chamesh Lo Tzmuna, this is a variable every 5 years. This is another variable every 5 years, but it's linked to the CPI, to the inflation rate, to the Madad. I repeated myself. Kuva Lo Tzmuna is the one I highlighted originally. This is the most basic and fundamental one. Fixed, non-linked. What you see is what you get. It doesn't change, so let's go with this. Now, because we're just trying to get the most basic understanding, we can plug in the full amount, which is 1.5 million shekels. Let's say that we want it for 30 years. Okay, and let's plug in a rate of 5. This is a good ballpark to understand what we're looking at. And you see, and the calculator already gave us some answers. Initial monthly payment, 8,000 and change. Since this is a fixed, non-linked, never changing, so the maximum return on this mortgage stays the same because it just doesn't change. This is the total amount. If you borrow 1.5 million, you will return 2.9 million shekels. This number is high because we're talking about a 30-year mortgage. This is another measure that says something similar. For every shekel that you borrowed, how much you're going to return. These two figures are very interesting. They show from the first payment how much of your payment is going to go to pay interest and how much is going to go to pay principal. And we can see here this chart that shows over 30 years what is the annual payment, and since we're on a fixed non-linked, it doesn't change. But red is the part that goes to interest and blue is the part that goes to principal. And you see that every year a larger proportion of your mortgage goes over to pay your interest versus your principal over the interest. The most basic thing you need to understand is for 1.5 million shekels, we're talking about 8,000 shekels per month. And that if you have follow-up questions, you want to ask me something, you want to consult with me, you just press here and hopefully it will help you reach me. Let's try that. Yep, leave your name and this will go over to me. Good luck with purchasing a home.